Hey everybody, Ace Channel Liam here. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight, of course, is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form, or a branched evolution, or counterpart Pokemon like we're looking at today. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question, and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome Battle between them, just for a little bit of fun. If you're a fan of Form Fight already and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button. Let's set a goal for today of what, 1,000 likes? That's probably quite achievable on a Form Fight. And of course, hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss an episode. Of course, as well, don't forget, use code ACE to save yourself some money on some G Fuel. Today we're drinking peach iced tea. It's literally one of the best flavors. It's incredible. Go try it. Use code ACE for money off peach iced tea. Oh, more. With all that out of the way, let's have a look at today's challenges. Today on Form Fight, we're going to be comparing two counterpart Pokemon from Hoenn, which are Solrock and Lunatone. Now, originally Solrock was a Ruby version exclusive, and Lunatone was a Sapphire version exclusive. However, in later games, these Pokemon can often be found in the same areas. They did, however, bring this exclusivity back in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But what makes these two counterpart Pokemon so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokedex, Solrock is 1.2 meters tall and weighs 154 kilograms. Its Pokedex information says Solrock is a new species of Pokemon that is said to have fallen from space. It floats in air and moves silently. In battle, this Pokemon releases intensely bright light. Sunlight is the source of Solrock's power. It is said to possess the ability to read the emotions of others. This Pokemon gives off intense heat while rotating its body. As for Lunatone, it's 1 meter tall and weighs 168 kilograms. Its Pokedex information says Lunatone was discovered at a location where a meteoroid fell. As a result, some people theorize that this Pokemon came from space. However, no one has been able to prove this theory so far. Lunatone becomes active around the time of the full moon. Instead of walking, it moves by floating in midair. The Pokemon's intimidating red eyes cause all those who see it to become transfixed with fear. Appearance-wise, Solrock looks, as you'd expect, like an orange sun-shaped rock with yellow rays, and red eyes behind squinting yellow eyelids, almost like its own brightness is blinding it. And Lunatone, of course, looks like a large crescent moon-shaped rock with red eyes deep within black recesses, or craters, I suppose. In their shiny form, Solrock's body turns from orange to red, and its eyes from red to blue, whereas Lunatone's body stays pretty much the same, but its eyes do switch from red to blue. Now let's have a look at their typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Both these Pokemon are dual-type rock and psychic Pokemon. This makes them weak to bug, ghost, steel, water, grass, and dark-type moves. They both resist normal, flying, poison, fire, and psychic-type moves, and they're both completely immune to ground-type attacks, although not due to their typing, as we'll get to in a moment. Now let's have a look at the stats and abilities of these counterpart Pokemon. Solrock is a pretty good physical Pokemon, boasting great HP and attack, decent defense, below average speed, and kind of lackluster special attack and special defense. Lunatone, on the other hand, has the exact same base stats, but with the attack and special attack and the defense and special defense switched, making it more adept when it comes to the special side of Pokemon battles. Both these Pokemon share the same ability, which is Levitate, which is what makes them both immune to ground-type moves. This is a very handy ability for these Pokemon, since their typing already gives them so many weaknesses. It's almost like they needed this ability so that something could be their saving grace. Now it's time for me to decide which of these two counterpart Pokemon I prefer, and I'm leaning towards Solrock, but that's because there's just barely any difference between these two Pokemon. Like, appearance-wise, and whether one's physical and one's special are the only real differences. Solrock just looks so much cooler. Its shiny version just looks so much cooler, and whether it's a physical or special attacker, probably not going to use them anyway, so I guess I'm going on looks with this one. Solrock wins by a country mile. But of course, it's not just up to me to decide, it's up to you guys to decide which is your favourite. But before you do, let's see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome Battle. Before we get started, I will point out these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats, they're not holding any items, they've got neutral natures, they've got the same typing and the same abilities, so the only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon gets comes from their base stats. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. Here's one you've been asking for quite a while. It's Solrock versus Lunatone, a counterpart Pokemon form fight. God forbid we'll get comments saying, why is this a form fight? But don't worry, I'm excited and you should be excited too. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful form fight. Shiny Solrock starts off with Bubble Beam, which is super effective. Lucky for Lunatone, Lunatone has the better special defense and Solrock has the worst special attack, so it's not as bad, but it does drop the speed of Shiny Lunatone, unfortunately, who now gets to move anyway, so don't worry, that speed won't come into effect till next turn. Goes for Fake Tears, is going to cry its little blue eyes out and drop the special defense harshly of that regular Solrock, who's in danger now against the Lunatone team, as it goes for Twister on both the Lunatone there for a little bit of dragon-type damage. Not going to flinch the regular Lunatone, though, who is still going to get into this fight with an Aerial Ace, though. Again, the same problem, though. It's although this is a not very effective hit, as opposed to super effective, but Solrock is protected by its physical defense and Lunatone's lack of physical attack. Here's regular Solrock, who is the most vulnerable Pokemon on this field right now, with Aqua Ring gonna try and give itself some longevity by healing itself at the end of every turn with that Aqua Ring. Here's the shiny Solrock, who is gonna go for Gust, which again, not very effective. And it's a special attack. You want to be using physical attacks if you are a Solrock, and special if you are a Lunatone. Here's regular Lunatone with Blue Flare. Oh my word. Again, not going to be very effective because it's a fire-type move, but still dealing a decent little chunk of damage there to shiny Solrock. And here comes shiny Lunatone with the follow-up, who's going to go for Double Edge. Again, a physical attack, not very effective. Not a great idea there. Didn't do much damage, but did do a tiny little bit of recoil damage as well. None of these Pokemon seem to be able to get out of the gate right now. Shiny Solrock is getting prepared, though, and what's it going to do? It's going to go for Fusion Bolt. Now, again, it's a special attack, right? Ain't going to do much damage to a Lunatone, but at least we're getting neutral. Oh my word, I take it back. It did quite a lot of damage to Lunatone. Maybe Fusion Bolt's physical. I actually don't know. Let me know in the comments. Here's a Sky Uppercut coming out, though, for some neutral damage as well from that regular Solrock, bringing that regular Lunatone down to almost no HP. Aurora Beam coming out, not very effective, but it is a special attack, and it does a lot of damage to that Solrock with that -2 special attack, special defense. My word. Here's the shiny Lunatone going for punishment. Oh boy, things are starting to heat up now. Super effective. Brings that Solrock down to 50 hit points, but of course, 10 hit points restored by that lovely Aqua Ring there. Oh, a shiny Lunatone, I should say, that's almost on the brink of fainting. My word, regular Lunatone goes for Constrict. It's easy to get these Lunatone mixed up. You know, the fact that they're basically identical, apart from the red and the blue eye. That Constrict didn't do a great deal of damage there, but here comes shiny Solrock firing back with Leech Life, which is neutral and is physical. Takes down shiny Lunatone. Sorry, it's not neutral because Rock doesn't resist Bug. It is a super effective attack. Lunatone is down. Probably would have benefited from using it on the regular Lunatone rather than the shiny, but this Solrock team is still very much in this battle right now. Here comes Cross Poison, and that will be resisted by Lunatone there from that regular Solrock, who is further healed once again by that Aqua Ring. That Aqua Ring certainly paying dividends right now. Here comes shiny Solrock, though. What's it got on its blue-eyed mind? It's going to go for Light Screen. Brilliant play there, protecting its team against special attacks, which is Lunatone's wheelhouse. Lunatone's in a dangerous spot right now. Can't do much damage to the Solrock, and also needs to protect itself. Here's a Mirror Shot, though, from the regular Solrock there for super effective damage on that Lunatone. Didn't do as much as you would have expected, but still did a decent chunk of damage to Lunatone itself. Here comes the Soak, so it's going to change shiny Solrock into the Water type. How's that going to play out in this battle? I guess we'll find out. But it's no longer a... Actually, that's a bad play, because that gives this shiny Solrock less weaknesses. Not a great play. Here's a Dazzling Gleam, though, from the regular Solrock. Not going to do a great deal of damage because of the special defense of Lunatone and the special attack of Solrock. But here's shiny Solrock, yes, with a Flash Cannon. Again, a special attack, but it's still going to do a decent chunk because of the weakness, bringing Lunatone down into the danger zone. What will it do here? It's in a very, very sticky predicament right now. It gears up and goes for Fire Fang. That's not going to be very effective, and it's a physical attack, so it did 10 damage, which is going to be completely cancelled out by that Aqua Ring there. That's very unfortunate for Lunatone. It's looking very, very, very dangerous here for Lunatone. What will it do? It's going to go for Lovely Kiss. Who's it putting to sleep here? Shiny Solrock. It is going to land, and it is going to put that shiny Solrock to sleep, which means that Lunatone, for the time being, just has to deal with this -2 special defense regular Solrock, who goes for Electrify, but it does fail. And of course, shiny Solrock's fast asleep. This is the opportunity that Lunatone needs right now. That's 90 hit points back up to now for regular Solrock, who gets to move first on the next turn. So what is going to happen here? Will it take down Lunatone? Goes for Trick Room, which I believe, because nobody else has had their speed lowered apart from the shiny Lunatone that's now fainted, so everyone's got the same speed. So not the greatest of advantages given by Trick Room there. Here's Thrash, though. That is exactly not what Lunatone wanted to be locked into. That's going to do not very effective hits for 2 to 3 turns and confuse Lunatone at the end of it. It's locked into Thrash now unless it misses for some reason or gets paralyzed or something like that. Shiny Solrock has woken up now, which is not good for Lunatone either, and it's going to go for Whirlwind, which is going to fail. That's a good opening for Lunatone. It's still locked into Thrash. What can it do here? Did a decent amount of damage there. That was a very good high roll there to the Solrock. It is broken out of the Thrash. It's broken out the Thrash move. Double Slap coming out from Solrock. 1 hit, 2 hit. But, of course, Lunatone is still confused. Only 2 hits from that double slap, but it's looking very dangerous for Lunatone as that Solrock just continues to get more and more hit points from that Aqua Ring right there. Lunatone is confused. Will it end itself right now? No, it's going to ignore the confusion, go for the Metronome. What's it got in store? It's going to go for Psyshock, which is going to be resisted by the shiny Solrock there. Brings it down to 8 hit points, but it's not quite enough to take it down. Here comes regular Solrock, who is going to go for Laser Focus. Ooh, that's a guaranteed critical hit, is it not? Oh my goodness. And here comes shiny Solrock. What's it got in store? Goes for Judgment. Is it going to be enough to take that tiny bit of HP away from Lunatone? We will find out, and it is! So the victory goes to the Solrock team. After a bit of a rocky start, they really pulled it out the bag. So well done to Solrock and Shiny Solrock. You guys did great. Lunatone, you did alright, but you just couldn't quite cut it. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, but now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of these 2 counterpart Pokemon do you prefer? Is it Solrock or Lunatone? Let me know in the comments and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel like these wonderful people down here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainLiam. And save money on G Fuel. Code ACE is all you need. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.